hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Looks very sunny and beautiful outside. I hope you all have your coffee or water or tea or something so we can share together. Just a kind reminder, right? I see you guys. Oh, see? Que bueno. That's really good. All right, guys. So we're going to start off with the virtual norms. Just remember to mute your computers, phones, in order to be able to respect each other's space and be able to listen to the important information we got for you all. Maintain this positive space. We want constructive criticism. We want to resolve issues, right? So let's all stay positive. Use the chat option to post a question or a statement. We have people looking at the chat box, so make sure you put on there, type it up so we can read what you want us to answer or whatever concern you have. So also, please do not share your screen. As you notice, you can always click on the green little box that says stop presenting, and that will be removed and you'll be okay with us. But thank you so much, guys. So, and let's continue. As you all know, this is Network 8. We are Coffee with the Chief, our summer sessions today, August 12th, 2020. So excited. Is our last one for the summer. So we're so glad to see so many of you here. Again, my name is Maria Munoz. I am the FACE manager of Network 8. My email is mgmunoz4@cps.edu, and my cell phone number is 773-230-6952. In case you need to reach me or if you have more questions after this session, I'll be more happy to answer them.
And Maria, I have a quick question. I know you're going to introduce me later, but if any of our family members, parents want to reach you, how soon can you respond to them?
I will say in 24 hours. I do my best to do 24 hours, 48 the latest, but 24 hours is my goal. Thank you. That's a really good question.
Thank you, Maria.
And then for our next slide, I will present, reminder too, we do have our recordings on our YouTube channel, the Network 8 Ensemble. Make sure to check us out if you missed any other information or you just want to go and see the other resources that we had in the past, go and check it out. Don't forget about that. And then I'll start introducing everyone. Oh, agenda. I want to everyone. I'm sorry. I didn't do that. I'm so excited. That's why. But you all want to know the agenda for today. So that's very important. Our theme is the hot topic is reopening of schools. Something very important that we all need to know and be ready for. We're going to do a roll call. Our purpose, some updates, and a Q&A session at the end.
There you go.
Yay, introductions, because we all want to know who's going to be up next, right? Who's going to be talking during this presentation. So we have our fabulous Claudia Ballesteros, our family coordinator.
Good afternoon.
Our wonderful producer, our executive assistant, Andrea Aguilera Villalobos. And last but not least, our wonderful Dr. Elizabeth Alvarez, our chief, La Jefa of Network. So
thank you, Maria. Thank you. And thanks for reminding everyone to have a drink because it is called Coffee with the Chief. I am not a coffee drinker. I think most people know that. I'm a tea drinker, but today I'm not advertising for them, so I just want you to know. But I am drinking something new. It's the Perrier watermelon. It's okay. I'll just say that much for it. It's okay. But just in case, I do have my water as well. So we're going to do our roll call. Who's here today? So as normal, usually we do this all the time. Use the chat and tell us what school that you are representing your child goes to. And then the question for today, because we will always pose that question, is it if you have internet access and device at home? Let us know if you have internet access and device at home. I know many of you using your phones and using your minutes and that sometimes you need to use it there. So let us know what's happening in your homes. Do you have internet access and device at home? So let's go ahead and see what we have, what people are putting. So I'll take a few seconds to wait. Your opportunity to let us know. So Miss Martinez, hola. So she is from Seward. Oh, she's our ELPT, Maricela. Yes. How are you, Maricela? Good to see you.
Doing well, doing well.
So good to see you. Sawyer, Miss Gomez. And are you okay with internet access and a device at home, Miss Gomez? I don't think we have many here. We only have about 15 people, and some of us are, yeah, I don't have internet right now. Okay, good to know. Carson, oh, internet is acting funny today. Yep. And then we have Hamline, school internet access. Got it. All right. I don't know if we have many people on the English version today, but I didn't miss anyone. There's another one, Hamline. And Chavez, Ms. De La Cruz. Yes, we do have internet and device. Excellent. It's good to see your name pop up, Ms. De La Cruz. See if there's anyone else. All right, we're going to keep on going. So just very briefly, you've seen this before, but just to let you know in regards to Coffee with the Chief, how did this occur? If we go to our purposes for today, it's basically to reach out to all of you, to make sure that you're getting the connection that's needed. We want to provide resources and, of course, to support you. And finally, to answer any questions that you may have. And we should change that purpose to not say learning for the end of the year, but for just as we enter remote learning for this school year. Okay. And then moving on to our vision, CPS Vision talks a lot about the academic progress. We want to make sure that we're reaching that with remote learning and making sure that our children are getting the instruction that's needed each and every day. So we're going to talk about that today when we talk about remote learning. And we also want to make sure that you feel a sense of belonging, because that is the vision of Network 8, and bringing a sense of belonging to every school, to every child, to every home and parent that's out there. And so that is very important to each and every one of us. And now I'm going to hand it off to Maria, who's going to talk to us a bit about Chicago Connected, which is another way that you could get internet service. Maria?
Yes, of course. Thank you. So Chicago Connected is a new initiative by the City of Chicago in conjunction with CPS, Chicago Public Schools. And what they're doing is that for qualified families, you get to apply for free internet for up to 4 years, as long as you qualify each of those years. You should have received a letter, a text message, or an email with a code. With that code, you would call either Comcast or RCN in order to, tell them that you want to make the switch and you want to get free internet for 4 years, right? Make sure, please make sure that your address and phone number is updated at your school. If it's not updated, it will be hard to reach you. So if you moved recently or you've changed your phone number recently, make sure you're calling your school ASAP. And we can go on to the next one. For PAC meetings, we are going to start, I'm sending emails to our current ones from the 2020 and 2019, that we are going to start doing the trainings by the end of the month of August, and hopefully our elections will be happening in September, so be ready for those emails as well. And our collaboration meetings will be happening every third Friday of the month, again with Network 7 and 10, and it will be virtual. So all of these will be virtual meetings.
And I know our parents were really asking about that, so thank you for bringing that to our attention, Maria.
You're welcome.
And then something that we're sharing, it's that at the last cafe, you mentioned that you wanted some more information about early literacy at home and what website was good. And here, if Andrea can, if you could click here, here, and also thank you, Megan. She dropped the website. Here is just different activities to help your child stay active. And as you could see, this activity is also in Spanish. So take advantage, explore it, and it's very good to continue that learning taking place at home.
And this would be just more for a substitute as we go into remote learning. And our next slide is on remote learning, which is what all of you have questions about, like what is that going to look like? How is that going to occur? So if you could go to the next slide, Andrea. Basically right now, remote learning means children will be at home and they'll be getting each and every day. So I know that during the spring, the issue before was that it was only a couple of hours, and some parents were saying that they did not get their child online for as many hours. Remote learning right now is to look just like it would be if they came to school. The difference here is that although your child will be on from the morning, let's say your school starts at 8 o'clock, there may be times where your teacher will say, we're going to get offline so that you could work on this, and then we'll get back on so we could check on it. So I don't want any parents feeling like they need to be on their computers for 5 hours, because that's a lot for a child, let alone for adults. For adults, we have difficulty with our attention span, but for a child, the same thing. And so we want to make sure that their learning is happening within those 5 hours, but it may not necessarily be right in front of a computer. So a teacher may say, as of right now, what I need you to do is read this book. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about that book. Or there may be work on these problems for a while. When we get back to whole group, you're going to get online. So I want to be really clear about what that's going to look like remotely for our children. Whereas our teachers may be online the entire time, our students will not be the entire time. They will be getting some homework as well. So there may be things they don't complete, and they'll go ahead and finish it when they're not online during their school hours. And so that's really important to understand regarding remote learning. The other thing is, currently right now, your schools are creating those student schedules. And so once they are finalized, your schools will be communicating via their websites, perhaps during their all calls. It might be a matter of sending a newsletter, but they will communicate with you what that learning may look like, along with what the classrooms will look like. They'll have that all ready for you. So that's going to be a time that I'm asking you to be just a bit patient with our administrators, since this is all happening so quickly. And we understand this is something new. It's something that we've never done before. And we want to make sure that we're providing the best type of learning for our children each and every day. The other thing to mention is that when I think about your pre-K and your K students, although they'll be receiving live instruction, there's going to be times where they'll be having small group interactions, which also may include your support. We're going to need your support with this because you're going to be home with them. Again, we're thinking out of the box because we understand that they're not in the classroom. And so there has to be an adult that may have to assist our youngest scholars when they're in small group or when they have to do something independently. Our students will all be using Google Suites. That is going to be the main platform that they will use, and it's the official one for CPS. And that way we're able to see how engaged our children are each and every day and the amount of time that we want them to be. So it's really important when we ask that question in the beginning, do you have a device? Do you have internet? Because you will need to have that high-speed internet or that access to high-speed internet or a device in front of you so that this happens successfully. Again, we're going through new territory. It's almost like this adventure we're about to go into. There's going to be mistakes. And we ask that we all be patient with one another. We're going to be patient with our students. We're going to have the empathy that we need for our students, especially because we know this, whatever is happening at home may not be necessarily easy for some of our children, and it may not necessarily be easy for our teachers to reach out and provide the type of learning that we really want to happen at our schools. And so I'm going to pause really quick because I know for a fact you may have some other questions regarding reopening, and we're going to have more answers for you. This is what we know as of right now. And again, you will get more. I don't want you to be leaving you hanging. It's just right now we're waiting for the district and of course our union to come to an agreement with what everything else is going to happen. So I'll pause to see if any of our parents out there have any questions. And feel free to come off of your mic too if you need to. When exactly will we know the details? So, great question. Believe me, we are asking, I know a lot of it has to do with the negotiation that's occurring. And so we are hoping to have those details by the end of this week. And so that way our schools will then be able to give you more details by next week. But you will definitely know more of this before school starts. So we have literally 2 weeks to try to get that information to you. I wish I had a better answer, and I'm just being very vulnerable right now and saying, right now we don't have the answer, but we're hoping for this Friday. And then Ms. Gomez, you asked about minutes for special needs students. We are going to be working on making sure that our students with special needs get the amount of minutes that they need. IEPs are going to be so important that we reach those goals for our babies, for our scholars. And if there are any issues, Ms. Gomez, please let us know immediately. We always have our district representatives joining us on these calls. And that's the only way we will know if any of our children are not getting the services that they need, so that we could discuss that with our case managers or with our teachers to find out what exactly we can do to support further with that. Okay. All right, we'll go to the next slide. And I want to make sure that you know that in order to find out more information, another way of doing that is our CPS website. And then there's going to be community meetings recordings as well. And you could click on those so you could hear. Keep in mind that the switch from hybrid to remote was because of these town hall meetings, was because of listening in regards to our teachers and our parents, and knowing that we want safety first, because that's at the forefront always, that we want safety first. And I honestly believe, and this is just me speaking, this is not CPS, that there is going to be another shutdown somewhere in the fall when it comes to the city. This is not over. COVID, this pandemic is not over. And so there's more to come. And so we need to make sure that our children, our parents, our teachers are all safe, and our administrators, because all of you are that important. And so that's why right now remote learning is the route to go. We're hoping to open up the schools for second semester, which will be sometime in November, so that we have a hybrid model versus the remote learning. That is right now. If it changes, we will keep you updated. But keep in mind, report card pickup is usually that mid-November, which would then start our hybrid model in November, December, January. So just to give you an idea of what that might look like. And then we could talk further about what that hybrid model will be like. We're hoping, we are going to be having more of the Coffee with the Chiefs to keep you informed about when that will happen. So I don't want you to think we're not going to keep you informed. As soon as we have the information, the administrators will have it. They'll send it out to you. And if we have coffee with the chief first, then you will get it during coffee with the chief. And I don't know if I missed another question. Oh, thank you, Ms. Breyer. She's put all the information on there. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Alvarez. And now here are the medical requirements. You keep in mind that eventually our goal is to go back hybrid, which was the model that was initially proposed. And as a result, we do need those physicals, those dentals. And we are asking to make your appointments and get those physicals up to date, your dentals, because they are due October 15th. If you have any questions, we always have information in our website with any with the requirements, the medical requirements. So make your appointments to get an updated physical.
Claudia, now that you mentioned that, I forgot to mention with the medical requirements, attendance will be taken during remote learning. And so if you have to take your child to the doctor, and I know now it's a little bit more difficult, you will need to let the teacher know that they're absent, because attendance, unlike spring, will be counted. And so it is so important to understand that that's going to be part of it. And I want to make sure we answer Oasis T.
So, Andrea, if you could click on the health requirement page, and then also Megan included the link, and it's pre-K. You do need one for pre-K, for K. I believe it's fifth grade.
It's sixth grade.
And then
Isn't it second grade?
if you could click on the picture, Andrea.
I'm going back to when I was a principal. I thought it was pre-K, K, second, and sixth.
Sorry, Claudia, there's no link on the picture.
Andrea, if you go into the notes section, that's where you can find the link.
Is this correct, Claudia? I clicked on the link that was on there.
Yeah, so if you click on the English, the minimum health requirement, the English, it will open up the first one. And then pre-K, K, second, and sixth.
Yeah, I'm just going by memory, Claudia.
Yeah, so if she goes up again.
Up again where? Like the...
Yeah, so you're right there. Physical preschool and kindergarten. Sixth grade, ninth grade. And any student entering CPS for the first time.
Yeah, here it is. Kindergarten, second.
And then dental exams, kindergarten, second, sixth, ninth.
Yep.
Yep.
So my memory served me well. Awesome. Thank you, Andrea.
No problem.
So make your appointments now that we have our summer vacation. Because remember, attendance will be taken.
Yes.
So now here we have another great event. Back to school backpack giveaways at Daily and it's gonna take place Saturday, August 15th. So if you have time this Saturday, at Daily School, they will be giving out backpacks, and Daily is on 51st, a block east of Damon. I see that there's no address on the flyer. But it's on 51st, one block east of Damon.
And Claudia, if they go, should they be wearing their masks? Should they be doing 6?
Yes, and it's only a drive-through style. So if you're walking, you will not be able to stay. It's only a drive-through, and you must wear your mask.
So they'll drive through. They will put the backpack in their trunk or hand it to them.
Correct.
So you know when you get out of the car. Excellent. That is great to know.
So if you have time and you need a backpack, and then the next event also a daily. So here's the address: 5024 South Walcott. On Wednesdays, they also have a food distribution. Today was their third event, so they still have 3 more. So if you need know someone, or if you need any food, please visit Daily School Wednesdays from 10 to 1. And also, don't forget your mask.
I just carry extras in my car all the time now.
I do the same thing.
Thank you, Claudia. And now we also have an announcement. They extended the deadline for the EBT cards, the SNAP benefit cards. So if you are still in need or know a family member that is in need, a CPS student, a friend, please let them know that the deadline was extended. You can look it up online, or you can also call this number. This is the CPS helpline, where they will help you and guide you as well. So please take note of the phone number.
So I have a question about that. So I applied for that during the summer for the lunches. Do we have to reapply for that EBT card again, or how does that work? I haven't gotten information on that.
Did you get your card already, or did you didn't?
I did get a card for it, but I'm
Then-
wondering about this new for the school year.
You can call the helpline. The one next to here, the 773. Let me see. I'm missing that. 773-553-KID or 5437. So they can explain further. But this is for the people who haven't done it, and to know that they're going to be able to apply for it before the deadline ends.
Oh, okay.
Ms. Vasquez, I think you should be able to use it, but use that number that Maria just gave you, because I don't think you need to have to reapply again, but the number is there. We'll go ahead and put it on the chat as well so that you have it.
Okay.
But you should be able to use it. So 553-5437.
Just to make sure, so we don't
Okay.
assuming.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. And now there's something great coming on, right?
Yes. Have you guys seen those announcements on Western and 49th Street, I feel, where there's going to be a new park district? Well, they're having a community meeting, and we all need to be part of that in order to request what we want, right? Or see what's happening there. Sorry, Michelle, do you mind turning off your microphone? Thank you, Michelle. So yeah, the community meeting for the new park happening on Western and 49th Street. Make sure it's next to Shields Middle School if you haven't seen it, or near the orange line on Western as well. So be part of this meeting. Sign up for it. I think Ms. Bayers can put on the link there for where we can sign up for this meeting so we can voice our opinion and know what's going to happen, what they're going to do with that piece of land. So it's part of our community. Let's all share our voice and be heard, right?
And this is a virtual meeting, correct, Maria?
That is a virtual meeting. So you definitely need to sign up online, get the link, and be part of it as how you've been doing it with us.
Great. And so I wanted to share with you some items regarding what you could do at home. We all need, I keep thinking about the self-care that we need at home. So the American Heart Association provided us with this. It includes ways you could keep your children active. If you click on this website here, and then Ms. Breyer is going to go ahead and put it on our chat, but it gives different things and considering what you want to do. So it might be that if you have cabin fever, if you want to do jumping jacks. So there's all these different things during the Parent Corner. They give you ideas of how to really just combine your time with your child, do other things besides looking at the screen and being active and keeping healthy and keeping your heart, your muscle there going and ticking. So we wanted to provide that for you. Thank you, Andrea, for showing that. It also gives you like meals and menus. So some really great stuff to keep your heart healthy. And then there's also this calendar here. You could create one yourself. But the nice part about it is it gives you this Deem days where you drop everything and move. And so what it looks like is basically like it shows you here Super Sunday, Move Monday, 2 on Tuesday. So when you look at them, it tells you like doing some push-ups or taking a walk or eating well, healthy snacks, all that stuff during the week. And this is the week of August. So we want to be able to provide you something that you could do fun with your family, create your own calendar. But this calendar can be found on that same link as well. So it's all there. So thank you, Andrea, for showing us that. And I believe the next part here is just to remind everyone that we're not closing off. We want to continue our Coffee with the Chief with all of you. And so we need you to save the date. So mark your calendars. Our next one will be September 16th, which is Mexican Independence Day. And then the next one after that, September 30th. So we're going to start making them a little bit more frequent so that we give you the information. And some of the days may be organic. We'll go ahead and invite principals back on again where they can share what's happening remotely at their schools. So this will be a little bit more interactive with you. But please save those dates. We'll be having a new flyer with those dates on there so that you know when you could jump on with us and tell a friend, tell your neighbor, anybody who attends a Network 8 school. We are here for them for Coffee with the Chief. And this will conclude our Coffee with the Chief. Any more questions that you may have, something you're dying to ask us, we are here right now. And again, we will promise to have more information for you regarding remote learning. We hope that the resources you have here will help you and your family as we go through this very strange year. And it will continue, fortunately. Here we go. Will CPS have any meetings regarding details for e-learning or just the individual schools will have the details? CPS will have communication for it. And then what will happen is every school will provide you with the schedules and what that will look like. So yes, CPS will have the entire remote learning, what it will look like, and then schools will provide you with more details regarding that. And Maricela, you are so welcome.
And then just to add to Dr. Alvarez, it's important for you to keep your information updated because CPS does send out communication. They send out updates. And as a parent, I have a child in a CPS school. I do get those emails to my personal email. They also text me as well. So it's very important, like Maria said, to update your information because CPS is sending out communication.
Yep. Thank you, Claudia. And thank you, Maria and Andrea, and for all of our Network 8 people who are helping us on here. This will conclude our Coffee with the Chief. We always ended by letting you know where to follow us on our Twitter account at Network 8 CPS. You could also get any notifications there. And we want to make sure that you are feeling safe at your home. And so we will conclude with thanking you for being here. And we will see you September 16th. Always please be safe, wash your hands, socially isolate. It is important that we continue to be vigilant and make sure anybody who's around us is being vigilant as well. Been a lot of parties happening in the summer, and we want to keep ourselves safe. Don't let your guard down, because that's how COVID will find us. So again, take care of yourselves, take care of all your loved ones, and we will see you back here September 16th. Thank you.
And then to answer, para contestarle a la señora Reyes, tenemos dos secciones. Esta a las 3 es de inglés y a las 4 es de español. A las 4 vamos a empezar la versión en español.
Ya, so si quieres quedar esperar 20 minutos, a las 4 vamos a hacer esto otra vez.
O regresar a la misma enlace y vamos a tener esta misma presentación en español.
Sí. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Be safe.
And see you September 16th. We will be sharing flyers so you could invite other families.
Thank you all. See you then.